Hi, it's Tracy Bill. Today, all I want to talk to you about is objections. What do you do when someone objects? Now, if you've been following me either through my book, Zero Lost Revenue Days, which you don't have, if you don't have it, you really need to get it right now. It's going to be the best return on investment you could make. Just go to zerolostrevenuedays.com. If you've been following my webinars, which I do try to do them pretty consistently, or if you've been to one of my seminars, maybe you've come recently, you may be already in the coaching process with us, whatever the case, you will know that I'm always consistent because systems, if used incorrectly, always produce a similar result. So the system that I'm going to remind you of, and you probably learned, and one of those formats that I just discussed is on what to do when people object. Because I imagine today alone, if you truly are spending about 90% of your time selling, if you're a sales counselor, which you should be doing, you're experiencing a lot of objections because we're selling something that people really, really need, but they don't necessarily want. And what we have to do is get them to want it. And the best way to get them to want it is to ask them what it is they want. Okay, this is pretty basic stuff, isn't it? And a lot of people that first come see me speak at association meetings and so on, they'll say, that's so basic. But then they go back and they start to use the techniques and they realize, ooh, that's not so easy. So although what I'm showing you is basic, it's not always easy. So here's the system. This is part of the 5-step phone system that you may have been learning with me over the last couple weeks. And this is that checkmate question, checkmate close step. But I want to keep putting this in front of you because I know you're dealing with this every day. So when people object, no matter what the objection is, I can't sell my house, I can't afford it, I want to spend one more, birthday, holiday, whatever it is in my home, I need to, recover a little bit more from my surgery, I'm just looking around, whatever it is, an objection is an objection is an objection. And they all need to be treated the same. Objection means they don't see the value. And if you try to convince them or just talk over them or overcome their objection, you're just going to get more. You're going to get beat up and you're going to get frustrated. Instead, whenever you hear that objection, you're going to say, I understand. Well, while I have you on the phone, could I just ask you just one or two quick questions? Or if you're in front of them, I completely understand. Since we're here, could I just ask you one more quick question? So the goal is to get permission, ideally to ask one more quick question. They will always say yes because they've just objected and they feel bad and their guard now's come down because you said, I understand. And they're thinking, oh, poor thing, whatever they're thinking, who cares? We just need to get our question answered. And then you're going to ask an open-ended question, not yes or no, open-ended. And you should have by now our close connection sheet. It's a series of open-ended questions that you can pick from to ask. And if not, that's in our members lounge on our website. Just go to tracybill.com. I think it's on the bottom right, but our site's changing. You'll see our members lounge and you can download this form for free from there. Now, this lounge is going to be subscription based. So if you're watching this after May 2010, there may be a very nominal charge because we have so many tools on there. But you're going to say something like, what for you is going to be really the top deciding factors about where you will choose to ultimately move. And then listen. And what you're doing is trying to pull out one more need that you can use as leverage to attempt to close one more time. Because to close, they've got to see the value. And the only way to get them to see the value is to understand what it is that's important to them. You might say, I'm sensing some hesitation, and I know you've been really looking around and doing your homework. Can I ask, what is it that's really on your mind? What's causing you such concern? Or you might say, what is it that your mom is saying to you that's making you feel so guilty? Or if you could do one thing to simplify this search and this process, because I know how time consuming it is and how frustrating and exhausting What might that be? Or what specific information are you looking for that's really going to put your mind at ease? Or if there were any one thing I could do, whether it's me helping you, providing a resource, directing you in a certain direction, what's something that perhaps I could do that could help you in having peace with this decision? What's most important to you about the place that you will choose for you and your wife to make a move? What are you going to do if the market doesn't recover and your home's value does not increase but further declines? What is your plan for that scenario? What kind of time frame do you personally expect to see your house start to recover and increase in value? I mean, what are you thinking? Do you see these questions? They're all designed to get them talking, opening up, sharing. And you know what? There's no way you can know what's going on in their mind unless you ask. And what we do in this business is we make a lot of assumptions. There's a lot of prejudging going on, and it's detrimental to the sales process. So I hope you took some notes, or you'll go to my members lounge and download that sheet, because what I'm going to tell you is they're going to help you to get sales closed literally today and tomorrow that you otherwise would not have closed using a strategy of overcoming objections. And then once you get that need, go right into your two-step close that I've been teaching you, recap what you just heard, and utilize an optional close and close it out and get in front of that person in the next 48 hours. All right, go get them. Thank you.